My cousin bullied me for years, tried to steal my boyfriend, and exploded at my baby shower. When Dad finally called her out, she said I ruined her life. My cousin has competed with me my entire life. She tried to steal my boyfriend, accused me of copying her, spread lies when I got pregnant, claimed I stole her baby name, and had a meltdown at my baby shower. When my dad finally called her out in front of the family, she stormed out and texted me that I'd ruined her life, as if she hadn't spent 15 years trying to ruin mine. Her name is Petra. We're the same age, born 3 weeks apart. That alone made her competitive from childhood. If I got new shoes, she needed better ones. If I made the honor roll, she told everyone her school's grading was harder. When I started dating my boyfriend Liam in college, she told him I had an ex I wasn't over. Complete lie. She DM'd him on Instagram the same week with photos from a party. He showed me. He thought it was funny. She thought she had a chance. When Liam and I got engaged, Petra told my aunt it was too fast, that I was pressuring him, that he'd told her privately he wasn't sure. None of it was true. She just needed the narrative to be that I didn't deserve what I had. When I got pregnant last year, Petra went to another level. She told people at a family gathering that I'd been trying for years, and it probably wasn't planned. I'd been trying for 4 months. She posted on her Instagram story a quote about how some people rush into parenthood to trap their partners. She didn't tag me, but 3 people sent me screenshots. Then the baby name issue. Liam and I chose the name Elliot for a boy. We told a few family members at Thanksgiving. Within a week, Petra told everyone she'd been planning to name her future child Elliot for years and that I'd stolen it. She doesn't have a partner. She's not pregnant. She's not planning a baby. She claimed a name for a hypothetical child to make me look like a thief. I ignored it. Then came the baby shower. My friend Rena organized it. Small gathering at her house. 20 people. Petra wasn't invited because Rena knows the history and didn't want drama. Petra found out through my aunt and called my mom demanding to know why she was excluded. Mom told me to invite her to keep the peace. I said no. Petra showed up anyway. She walked in 40 minutes after it started carrying a gift bag. She didn't say hello to me. She sat down, pulled out her phone, and started taking photos like she was documenting the event. During the gift opening, she made comments on almost every item. Someone gave me a baby blanket. Petra said, I have a better one at home. Someone gave me a stroller. She said, that brand has terrible reviews. When Rena handed me the card from Liam's parents, Petra said, loud enough for the room, must be nice to have in-laws who actually like you. Rena asked her to stop. Petra said, I'm just being honest. Then during the name reveal, when I confirmed we were going with Elliot, Petra stood up. That's my name. You know that's my name. I told everyone at Thanksgiving, you're not pregnant, Petra. It doesn't matter. I claimed it first. You can't claim a baby name when there's no baby. She started yelling. She said I'd been copying her my whole life, that I stole her style, her ideas, and now her baby name. She said I always had to be the center of attention. Rena told her to leave. She wouldn't. That's when my dad stood up. Dad is quiet. He doesn't get involved in family drama. He's the kind of man who sits in the corner and reads the paper while everyone argues. But he stood up and he looked at Petra and said something no one in the family had ever said to her face. Petra, I've watched you compete with my daughter since you were children. You've lied about her. You've tried to sabotage her relationships. You tried to take her boyfriend in college. You showed up uninvited to her baby shower and you're standing here screaming about a name for a baby that doesn't exist. You need to leave this house, and you need to stop treating my daughter like your competition. The room was dead silent. Petra looked around for someone to defend her. Nobody did. Not even her mom, my aunt, who was sitting in the corner looking at the floor. She grabbed her gift bag and walked out. She slammed the door hard enough to shake the wreath off the hook. 20 minutes later, she texted me. You've ruined my life. Your dad humiliated me in front of everyone. I hope you're happy. I replied, you showed up uninvited and screamed at a pregnant woman about a baby name you made up. Dad didn't humiliate you. He told the truth. Nobody else ever has. She blocked me. The baby shower continued. Rena poured more lemonade. Someone made a joke about the wreath. We opened the rest of the gifts in peace. My aunt called mom that night and apologized. She said she knew Petra was out of line and that she'd been enabling it for too long. Petra hasn't spoken to me since. She unblocked me long enough to post a story that said, when your own family turns on you, you learn who really has your back. Nobody reacted to it. Elliot is due in 6 weeks. The nursery is finished. Liam hung the name letters above the crib himself. They're painted sage green and they spell a name that belongs to our son, not hers, never hers.